Hello there. I'm DJ Lady Loy, and I'm one of the DJs on Gold Standard Radio. Saturdays, 7 till 9. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about my show, which involves conscious dancehall and soca, stuff like that. I'm here to talk about immigration. And I just done a video on the $100,000 that Donald Trump announced non-immigrant workers, non-immigrants, he said, will have to pay in order to work in the US. And it never occurred to me at the time what a non-immigrant was. So after I did the video, I thought, I was thinking about immigrants paying $100,000 to work in the UK. Work in the US. But the difference between an immigrant and a non-immigrant is that a immigrant plans to live and stay permanently in the United States, but a non-immigrant doesn't. The non-immigrant doesn't plan to stay permanently. And that is the criteria for paying the $100,000 to USCIS on the proviso you do not plan to live permanently in the US. Now I'm wondering if it's made clear, because we hear the word immigrant bandied around a lot, don't we? And we don't really question it. And I never really thought about it, but it just bothered me. What is a non-immigrant? And this H-1B visa applies to non-immigrants. So not only do they benefit from getting $100,000, but that person can work as long as the visa allows, but they cannot stay. It's not like they can make a life in the United States after paying that money. And I'm wondering how many of them know this. Anyway, I'm going to you can look up the definition yourself for a non-immigrant. I'm just going to read it out to you. A non-immigrant is a foreign national admitted to a country for a specific temporary period, such as for tourism, study, temporary work, and must leave at the end of their authorized stay. This is different from an immigrant who intends to live permanently in the country. Non-immigrant status has strict conditions regarding purpose, length of stay, and activities like employment. The key characteristics: temporary stay. The stay is temporary, not permanent. It's for a specific purpose. Entry is for a defined reason, such as tourism, business, or education. It doesn't even say work in there, so be careful, peeps. Conditional status. Each non-immigrant category has specific rules about activities, length of stay, and dependence. Visa requirement. Generally, a non-immigrant visa is required to enter the US for temporary purposes. Examples of non-immigrant categories: tourists for temporary visas for pleasure, although they don't have to, because they're not planning to work, it doesn't apply to them, the 100,000. Students, for those coming to study at an educational institution. Temporary workers for specific, this is where you would come in to pay that 100,000. Temporary workers for specific jobs that are temporary in nature, such as H-1B or H-2A visas. Exchange visitors for those participating in approved exchange programs like the J1 visa. Diplomats and representatives for foreign government officials and representatives of international organisations. So there you have it. I'm not going to go belabor the point. I just wanted to make sure that if you're going to pay $100,000, it's what you think you're going to get for it. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.